So Bobby Dollaz has finally made it to Newcrest. He decided he wanted to sneak up on his friend Marvin, man, and surprise him. They haven't talked in a while because he's been on the road playing with the Chicago Bulls. So now he's here. He's gonna go knock on the door. He's gonna go see if he can catch up with. Whoa, what's going on here? He said he was gonna go in and try to catch up with Marvin, so that way he can speak to him and see how everybody's doing. And he wanted to check in on his best friend. So let's see what we got going with Bobby Dollaz. Okay, Bob, that's how we get down, man. You just decide to sit down on the concrete and okay. Alrighty then. So let's see if we can get into the house here. See, Marvin's doing pretty well for himself. As Bobby approaches the door, he kind of just sits there and waits and reminisces of the days when Marvin and himself used to really get it in back in their hometown of Los Santos. They used to do all kinds of dirt back in the day. It didn't matter what it was. They needed to get that money so that Marvin can start his business. He heard about Newcrest. He heard about the things that were going on in Newcrest and how everything was shutting down. So Marvin talked Bobby into joining the DNCB, the Dollars and Cents Boys. After they joined, one of their head crew members wound up turning their back on them and leaving, and the other one died. So it led Bobby and Marvin to take over the whole crew. Once they took over the crew, things changed and the money started pouring in. As you can see, it didn't matter. Whatever happened, happened. They just needed to make that money. Bobby was one of the main ones. All he did was got out there and got his hands dirty. Marvin played his part. He never strayed away from it all. Before you knew it, they were making all the money that they needed to make to survive. And then after they started making money to survive, they started making money to provide for the people in the areas and the neighborhoods too. Before you knew it, their little business grew and the Dollars and Cents Boys grew. They became huge. They were huge. So one day Bobby decided he wanted to go out and go hang out with a few guys, and that's when a few people started to discover the fact that Bobby could play basketball. And before you knew it, he left the hood and joined the SimBA draft. And before you knew it, he was moving to Newcrest. So let's go see if we can find Marvin. Where is Marvin? There go Brody. Let's go say what's up to Brody. Where's Marvin though? Is actually who I'm looking for. What's up, Brody? You remember me, bro? You better remember me.
Salome.
I guess I gotta talk to Brody before I can make any more moves. He is the one that sell the kibble in the house and be into it with the squirrels all the time. So it's probably better. Guess I got a friendship with him now. That's good. Give him a treat.
Waxwin. Sabah.
Brody, he'll eat anything. He'll be anybody's damn friend. I need to find Marvin, man. Where's Marvin? Man, Bobby and Marvin ain't seen each other in so long. They couldn't believe how much catching up they needed to do. It's always a good time with them, man. Like brothers. Bobby was a very good athlete, so he wound up playing in the SimBA, and Marvin was just the brains of every operation that they tried as kids. So he wound up becoming a big businessman and making money off on his own, and here they are today. They're doing their thing, man, and both of them, they are really, 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 really making money. And that's what they always dreamed of doing all the time before they were kids. Damn. So Bobby Dollaz decided he was going to go to practice today and finish up his day after he left Marvin's house. He spoke with and met so many people today in Newcrest. He was so excited he was there. You know, he couldn't wait to actually get a chance to maybe even open a couple of businesses. He knew that they had just dedicated a small kids park in his name there simply because he donated so much money when he came to the actual town. So now he's here, he's at practice right now. He's thinking about doing a few things. He also likes Padrina. He really likes Padrina. And the conversation that they had, she told him that she was actually in school and was about to start her internship to become a doctor. Basically a physical therapist, but an actual doctor. So she'll have two under her belt where she can actually treat a patient for physical therapy, and she can also treat a dying individual if she has to do surgery or anything like that. Like, she's really trying to make her some money. So she decided she wanted to go ahead and complete the last of her courses, and after she completed her courses, she decided she wanted to go ahead and start her internship. So what she's doing now, she's going to go ahead and move in with Bobby Dollaz. He has a small facility inside his home that she can practice and do things at. He has a spare room there. It'll be a friendship type thing, and he's excited, man, because like he said, he's new to the town. He'd love to have somebody to take him around and do things with. They know everything is mutual. If he has a girl there or if she has a guy there, it's not a problem, just so long as, you know, they all stand their grounds and they be respectful. So the entire day he's at practice, this is what he's been thinking about, just basically thinking to himself, you know, this is pretty cool. He also knows in the back of his mind, though, that there's always the opportunity or chance that he could end up with her, living in that house like that. So with him being at practice today and kind of just hanging out and just figuring out things, I think he's ready to go ahead and accept the offer of letting her stay into the house with him, and you know, we'll see what's to come. So Padrina, what's up? She was absolutely excited that Bobby decided to go ahead and let her move on in. She wanted her independence and her freedom, and she really loves her sister, man, and everything, but she just decided she wanted to move out and be able to move around and do things on her own. She's slightly interested in Bobby on a relationship, romantic type tip thing, but you know, she kind of wants to keep it civil with him simply because she said that she's finishing up school. This is her last little semester of classes, and then she'll be heading on to become a medical doctor / physical therapist. So this is going to be much easier for her. She'll be able to live in the house with Bobby, who is a pro athlete, and then still be able to hone in on her craft by helping him with physical therapy issues, and if there's any issues with medical, she can jump in and try to help him with that too. So this is going to be a love-hate relationship, to be absolutely honest with you, because she's going to love the fact that she's there with Bobby, but she's going to hate the fact that she has to keep it professional. So she's going to hire a butler in, man, and try to get some help with the house, because the house is humongous and she can't handle it all on her own. So Bobby's ecstatic about it all. He likes the situation. He also likes the idea of having somebody there to hang out with him and play sports and everything, because they both love basketball, and there's plenty of room there for them to shoot and practice and do all the everythings that I guess a couple that's not a couple would do. So as we see, man, we got her in now. She's getting that butler in so that way she can get a little help. Padrina, she's a model, but she's also an insider, so she really likes you know, being in groups and talking to people and having a good time. As you can see right now, she's on the phone. She'll gossip here and there, but she'll get that stuff done, and she'll talk to her friends as well as taking care of the business that's necessary for Bobby as well. I'm thinking in the back of my mind, to be honest with you guys, they're going to wind up being a couple, because this house is too big and too lonely to be here alone, and she has every luxury she could want. She has a built-in office and everything in the basement, a built-in physical therapy, and doctor's lab that she can work in, a nice pool outside that she can go swim in and invite her girlfriends over when she wants, and her sister and all the other developers that's still at Marvin's house. Hey, she's going to enjoy this, man, and I think she's going to love being Bobby's roommate, if that's what we want to call it, a roommate. So let's kick back and enjoy the rest, man, and Bobby should be home from practice before you know it. She's trying to make a little something to eat while she decides on what bed she's going to sleep in. As you can see, there's Bobby right there. He's coming up the driveway and everything now. So let's enjoy ourselves and see how this works out between Badrina and Bobby Dollaz, because you never know, she might end up being Badrina Dollaz at some point. Never can tell in this Sims world of mine. That's pretty cool. Whew, man, I slept good last night. Dang, I didn't turn that radio off. I must have left that on last night. Go ahead and get me something to grub on. Some grub. Make me a grilled cheese. Put the lime in the coconut. Just smoke it up. Yeah, I'll be glad when they lift that weed ban. Hey, what's up? What's going on, butler lady? Girl, you thick. Yeah, you a thick one. Well, today gonna be a nice day, man. Eat my little grilled cheesy. Turn that music back on, man. Get my groove on. Get my groove on. At least for right now, cause I got practice in a minute. I have to get on up out of here, man, and make this move. I really like having Badrina here, man. I like me a playlist together too. You know, she really do her thing around the house, man. I'm really happy right now. This is pretty cool. Let me finish up my grilled cheese, man, and get myself on out of here so I can get to practice on time today, I guess. Well, I was going to leave her a message. I guess I won't. I'll just go ahead and get on out of here, man. It's time for practice. Hey, can I get a lift? Can I get a car over here, man? Get to practice on time today. Yeah. What's up, Cam? Let's go ahead and get this practice going here, man. We're not going to be here long. We're just going to shoot around for a little while. Bobby has so much on his mind today. He's kind of just all over the place, to be honest with you. He's not really tripping too much on doing a whole lot of practice today. So there we are. And a little bit about Bobby, man, and his history in basketball. You know, Bobby used to be a street guy, man. He used to be one of those guys that did a whole lot of things he shouldn't have, him in his past. As well as Marvin. I mean, him and Marvin both, you know, they ran their own little crew called the Dollaz and Cents Boys. One day, he had bet on a team to play basketball when they were in St. Louis on the court, and one of the guys got hurt. So Bobby was like, wait a minute, hold on, man. I got some money out here on this team, man. These boys ain't finna just lose because he got hurt. So Bobby went in the back and put on a jersey, actually put his jersey on, went out on the court and dominated, and they never knew he had that kind of skill. Well, you know, Bobby grew up playing ball. He was a three-sport kid in high school, and he came out there and he showed out. He got his money. Him and Marvin talked about that for days. He could not believe it. And then before you knew it, he got a phone call from an agent, and the agent asked him what did he think about going to the NBA Combine and seeing if he can jump in the second round of the draft. And Bobby went, and here we are today, playing for the Chicago Bulls. So that's a good little backstory for Bobby, and we just wanted to make sure that you know, you understood his life as far as everything and all that. So let's try and get back and see what we got going on in Newcrest. As Bobby leaves the practice facility, he gets himself ready physically and mentally for the Memphis Grizzlies. They up next.